Ever wondered who has captured the heart of the Titanic's beloved Rose? Join us as we dive into the romantic journey of Kate Winslet, exploring her past relationships and love affairs. So let's begin. Kate Winslet's relationship with Stephen Tredre began when she was just 15 years old and he was 28. They met while filming the British television series Dark Season in 1991. Despite the significant age difference, the couple developed a serious and committed relationship, living together for several years until they broke up in 1995, primarily at Tredre's insistence, as he felt Winslet was too young to be fully committed at that stage of her life. He was diagnosed with bone cancer in 1996, which led to their breakup while he was in remission. Winslet later expressed regret about leaving him during such a difficult time, reflecting on her youth and naivety at the time. Tragically, Tredre passed away from cancer in December 1997, shortly after Winslet's career skyrocketed with the release of Titanic. She attended his funeral, which caused her to miss the film's premiere, underscoring the deep emotional impact his death had on her. Winslet has often referred to Tredre as the love of her life and has spoken about the lasting pain of losing him, indicating that she continues to honor his memory. Kate Winslet and Rufus Sewell briefly dated in 1995, shortly after Winslet's breakup with her first love, Stephen Tredre. The two actors, who were both in their 20s at the time, dated for around 3 months. Over a decade later, in 2006, Winslet and Sewell reconnected on the set of the romantic comedy film The Holiday. Despite their past relationship, Winslet said it was completely fine working with Sewell again, as they had remained friends over the years. Kate Winslet's relationship with Jim Threapleton, her first husband, began in 1998 when they met on the set of the film Hideous Kinky, where Threapleton was an assistant director. The couple married later that year and welcomed their daughter, Mia, in 2000. However, their marriage faced significant challenges. Winslet has described the relationship as becoming increasingly toxic, particularly toward the end. She revealed that Threapleton discouraged her from pursuing prominent roles in film, which led her to accept smaller parts instead. This dynamic contributed to her feelings of isolation from family and friends during their marriage. The couple separated in 2001, less than 3 years after their marriage, with Winslet stating that the split was amicable and mutual. They emphasized their commitment to co-parenting Mia, who remained their priority. Winslet has expressed sadness over the end of their marriage, but has also noted that it was a necessary step for her personal and professional growth. Kate Winslet's relationship with Sam Mendes began in 2001 when they met while he was seeking to cast her in 2 plays he was directing. Despite Winslet's initial reluctance to take on the roles, she was drawn to Mendes, and they quickly developed a romantic connection. The couple married in May 2003 during a spontaneous ceremony in Anguilla, which Winslet described as unplanned, but a good idea at the time. They welcomed their son, Joe Mendes, later that year. Winslet and Mendes were considered a power couple in the entertainment industry. They collaborated professionally in 2008 when Mendes directed Winslet in the film Revolutionary Road, which also starred her Titanic co-star Leonardo DiCaprio. The film received critical acclaim and earned Winslet several award nominations. Despite their apparent compatibility and shared professional interests, the couple announced their separation in March 2010. Their divorce was finalized in 2011. Both Winslet and Mendes maintained that the split was amicable and emphasized their commitment to co-parenting their son. The end of their marriage came as a surprise to many, as they had seemed to be a stable and supportive couple in Hollywood. Kate Winslet and Louis Dowler began dating in June 2010, shortly after Winslet's split from her husband, Sam Mendes. Dowler, a model, and Winslet were seen together at various locations, including New York and Edinburgh, which fueled speculation about their relationship. They reportedly enjoyed a happy relationship, with Dowler expressing his affection for Winslet during interviews, stating that they were inseparable at one point. However, their romance was short-lived, lasting only about 4 months. Winslet ended the relationship in October 2010, citing a desire to be alone. Dowler later spoke publicly about their breakup, expressing disappointment and suggesting that Winslet did not treat him well during their relationship. He described the end as not a straightforward breakup and mentioned that he still held feelings for her, indicating that the split was emotionally challenging for him. Kate Winslet and Edward Abel Smith met in August 2011 on Necker Island, a private island owned by Richard Branson, who is Edward's uncle. At the time, Winslet was vacationing there with her children when a fire broke out in the main house. During this dramatic event, Winslet famously helped rescue Branson's elderly mother from the burning building. Winslet and Edward began dating shortly after their meeting. Their relationship progressed quickly, and they married in a private ceremony in New York in December 2012. The wedding was so private that it reportedly came as a surprise even to their families. In December 2013, the couple welcomed their first child together, a son named Bear Blaze Winslet. Bear is Winslet's third child, joining her daughter Mia and son Joe from her previous marriages. Edward, who legally changed his name from Ned Rock'n'Roll back to Edward Abel Smith in 2019, has largely stayed out of the public eye. He's known to be very supportive of Winslet's career and is often described as a stabilizing presence in her life. Winslet has spoken highly of Edward in interviews, praising his role as a stepfather to her older children and his support for her career. She's mentioned that he takes care of much of the domestic responsibilities, allowing her to focus on her work when needed. The couple is known for valuing their privacy and have managed to keep much of their family life out of the public eye. They divide their time between the UK and the US, balancing Winslet's acting career with family life.